So hi and good morning, everyone. I'm just going to check that we are going live because we had a major hiccup last week. I was talking to a lovely Kirsty, and it didn't quite go live. So I still owe you one with Kirsty. But I'm just double checking. There we go. Yes, we are live. Amazing. So today we're talking to a lovely James Kilpatrick from Hammock. Hammock is a lovely, lovely program for landlords. So if you are a landlord, if you've got one property or multiple properties, that program will manage it all for you. So it's very close to an accounting program. But it's just focused, it's just designed for landlords, okay? So I'm just going to invite him in so we can have a little chat. Hi, James.
Hey, Yaka, how's it going?
Hi. Good, good. Thank you so much for coming on board, for coming live with me today. Like I said, I apologize for a little lateness.
That's okay.
I had
My pleasure.
a few phone calls to attend to. I've checked, we are definitely going live. So yeah, hi. So, tell us about you. What do you do and how did you come about Hammock?
Sure. So Hammock is basically the UK's first current account designed specifically for landlords. You can open a current account with us. You can also connect your existing current accounts if you'd rather stick with your existing one. But all of that enables you to manage all your property finances. So we automatically track your rents and your expenses as they come in and go out. We let you know when the rent's been paid or when it's late. You can get a balance per property rather than just one overall balance for your entire
Oh,
account.
wow.
And then ultimately it helps you, do all your bookkeeping and file your taxes at the end. It's a UK first. We've been going for 2 years now, and we're really excited. I say the current account has just launched, so the next few months are looking really exciting.
So what would the current account actually be used as? Is that pretty much for the rent to go in there and for the expenses to come out of it?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like any other UK account, current account. You have account number and sort code and your debit card.
Okay.
Can collect rent. We actually, if you open a Hammock account, you actually get two accounts. So we have a current account and a card account. Now that's for security purposes. So what we would recommend is that landlords would get their rent paid into their current account, and then when they want to spend money on their card, they transfer money into that account and spend it. That way, even if you lost your card, there would never be any of your rent that would be at risk.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, our landlord, dealing with landlords who have taken a lot of funds, and so obviously security is obviously a huge priority for us.
No, absolutely. Oh my God. So are you talking to quite a few letting agencies as well?
Yeah, we partner with accountants and letting agents. They're our two main partnerships, and we also go direct to consumer. So a lot of our marketing is just direct to landlords, landlord associations, landlord groups. Anywhere where there's property managers and landlords, really.
Oh my goodness. I can think of number of letting agents or just landlords who's got some property portfolio.
Yeah,
I'm just writing them down to then send them the little video that we're making.
Yeah, let everybody know.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, no, it sounds like a really, really good idea. I mean, you've done a little demo for me when we first talked, and you've got a little demo ready for us now, don't you? Do you want to go ahead and shall we do it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's show everyone what it's about.
Exactly. Yeah, it's better to show it rather than just talk about it.
Exactly. It's a very nice interface as well, isn't it?
So I'm just going to turn my camera off because of my internet connection, make sure that it's as strong as possible. But yeah, so this is Hammock. You said that it's a really nice interface. We've designed Hammock to be as user friendly as possible, as simple as possible. The feedback we always get from our users is, I love it. It's so much easier. It's made my life so much easier, and that's exactly what we're going for. Mm-hmm. So Hammock is kind of split into multiple pages. We're currently on the properties page. Exactly what it says on the tin. It has a list of your properties. You can see here how much money you're making on each of your properties. You can also see your arrears balance. If we click on here, you can also see graphically how your income and expenses are doing for the property.
Oh, wow, yeah.
As well as some portfolio information around your loan to value and that kind of thing. It's super easy to add new properties, so it doesn't matter how big your portfolio is. We just click up here. It's a smart tracking. So it looks like the. Would you actually, Jakob, would you mind turning your camera off just for a second? It seems to be affecting the speed of the.
Oh, is it?
It's okay if you can't. It's not a problem. But it's really easy to use. You just either search for the first line of the address or the postcode, and just select the property and hit add. And you can actually add as many properties as you like. Just hit save, and it will just appear here, and you can see whether it's occupied or not. And currently we haven't added any tenants here or tracked any payments. So that's kind of what I want to show you to do next. So if we jump over to the transaction screen, so as I said before, you can either open a current account with us or you can connect your existing bank account. And you can do the two together. So you can have your existing account for all your past payments and then use a current account going forward, or any combination. But once you've have a bank feed coming in here, you're then going to see all of your transactions feeding underneath.
Yeah.
And then you can just click on any of them and start tracking them, linking them to specific properties and tenants. To help you do that, we've got these filters at the top. So you can search for specific dates, by keyword or by amount. And then once you've started tracking transactions, you can then search by category. So maybe if you want to look at all the transactions that you've categorized as rental income, etc., or you can search by property. But what I want to do is I want to show you how you can track rent on a property. So I'm going to search for a rent payment. I know the rent on this property is £420, so I'm just going to search for all transactions above 420. I can see here, this is my most recent rent payment for October.
Yeah.
I just click on the transaction. I say this is rental income. I select the property. I'll say I haven't added a tenant for this property yet, so I'm going to do that now. If you're a landlord who uses a letting agent, you can add the letting agent. You can track the net rent, and Hammock will automatically add it back up to the gross rent, and it will create a letting agent fee expense to make sure that your accounts are correct. But if you get the money direct from a tenant, then you just add the tenant, and we'll just put in the name and the start date of the tenancy. So this tenancy started back in January. We add, and then we just save. And so this transaction has been tracked. What that means is next month, when that tenant pays, Hammock's going to recognize that automatically. You'll get a text message letting you know that the rent's been paid, and it will get added to your income and added to your tax statement. But even more than that, what Hammock does is it goes back through all your previous transactions and looks for anything that might be a past transaction. And you can see here, similar transactions found. So we just click review and track. And I can review these payments. Like looking here, I can see these looks like payments from September back to January. I can see the amounts that match and the description. So I'm quite happy with that. They're my rent payments. And I just click track. So they're all now assigned to that tenant as well. And yeah, going forward, they're going to track automatically. And similarly, if I have an expense, click on here. Obviously, we've got a completely different set of categories for expenses. And of these main categories, most of these will have subcategories. So for example, if I click on maintenance, I can see all different types of maintenance. So maybe this is my gardener. I can select a property or not. Select the payment period. So maybe this is a monthly payment. Hit save. Again, it's looked back and it's found similar payments. I can just click review and track. It will find the payments, and these can be all my other driving payments. And I can tick them all. I can just tick the ones that are relevant to the property, and again hit track. So you can see just how easy it is to sort of set up the payments. And once your regular payments are set up, they are going to track automatically. And then for everything else, you can just log in on our mobile app, or you can log in on your laptop or desktop and just categorize things on the go. And now that we've tracked those transactions, you'll see that the new property we added, we've now got our income, we've got our expenses, and we've got our profit. And these will just tick along, and you can just obviously, whenever you need to, you can log in and see exactly how your properties are getting on. You can also, for each of these properties, if we dive into the property page, not only do you see a breakdown of all your transactions that make up the balance, you can manage your tenants from here, but you can also upload any important documents. So you just find the file on your computer, select the category, so it's all the stuff you would expect. So like gas certificates, insurance documents, mortgage, etc.
Oh, lovely. So you get all those little reminders as well.
Exactly. So, well,
Fantastic.
anything that has an expiry date, like like a mortgage document or an insurance or electric safety certificate, for example, if you put in the expiry date, so we just say this expires in March. If you upload that document, you'll then start getting reminders when it's due to expire. So not only is it a really easy way to like store all of your documents in one place and be able to access them easily, it also means you won't forget when you need to renew stuff as well. So if I leave the property section, just jump over to the overview. So this gives you like this zooms out and shows you your entire portfolio. So here we can kind of graphically see how our income and expenses have gone throughout the year.
Yeah.
On the right hand side, if you input your property valuations here, you can get your loan to value for your portfolio. Here you're going to see your upcoming and missing payments. You can also, if anybody ever pays in cash or you need to edit a payment, you can come in here, mark it as paid, or you can end the tenancy. But this will be a nice to let you know if you are missing any payments for the month. We'll email you about that and notify you if anything's late anyway. You can also compare your rental yields across your portfolio, and you can see your arrears balances down here. So if I click on PAM, takes me to the tenant page, and on the right hand side here we've got a table of all the expected and actual payments. If I go back to earlier in the year, you can see that from January through to June, 345 was due and was also received, which is why the arrears balance always goes back to zero. But more recently, in August and September, the tenant didn't pay, which is why the arrears jumped to 690. So even though they've paid the next two periods, obviously we've still got that arrears balance. So it's just an easy way to stay on top of things. And then finally, everything that you track and categorize feeds through into your tax statement. And this is the bit that you're going to be excited about, Yarka. So it makes your
job I was waiting for this part.
This makes your job a lot easier. At the top here, you've kind of got your headline figures. So you've got your taxable income and expenses and your non-taxable. You can see what your taxable profit is. Then if you're a self-assessment landlord, it even breaks it down into the subcategories for the SA 105, which is the UK property tax return. But then the really important bit is just under here, you've got your P&L statement. So this is a categorized list of all your tracked and categorized transactions. You can see if it says verified, that means it came directly from your bank feed. If it says cash, that means that you added it manually yourself. And you can search this by tax year, or you can, if you want to, put in custom dates, and then you can download that as a CSV file. Send it. The great thing about Hammock, and actually the reason Hammock kind of started is because our CEO is a guy called Manoj Vasani. He's a portfolio landlord, and when he was doing his tax return back in 2018, he was kind of trying to update a spreadsheet. He was always running behind, and he got really frustrated that like his bank had all this information about his transactions, but it wasn't really helping him. And that's kind of what led him to do Hammock. He was back then; it would take him 2 days to do his tax return, and he would always leave it till Christmas, which is a stressful time anyway. With Hammock, as soon as April finishes, he just downloads this CSV file, sends it to his accountant, and he's done. He did his accounts this year in under 15 minutes. And knowing that in April it's already done and you don't have to worry about it is such a nice feeling.
No, that's exactly pretty much what I'm trying to do with our clients, to kind of get their tax return done as soon as into the new tax year, rather than leaving it for the last minute.
But it's also great because it's so hard sometimes to remember. Like you see an expense and you're like, oh, what was that? What was that for? Can I find the receipt? Whereas in Hammock, you categorize it the week that you do it, or even the day that you do it, you can upload the receipt as a document into the property, and then you don't have to remember anything. And actually, very soon, we are going to have an accountant invite. So you can actually invite your accountant to Hammock. The accountant will get their own accountant dashboard, and they'll be able to access this, the transaction list, whenever they want. So actually, you don't even need to like download it and email it. You can just say to your accountant, right, it's ready to go, and your accountant can just come in and take it. So it is a really powerful tool. And yeah, I mean, so the feedback we get is just that it just makes our landlords' lives so much easier. And it's just, I think a lot of landlords know they need to be more organized, and they kind of always thinking like, oh, I will get around to it at some point. But actually, just having a dedicated account that's just for property just makes your life so much easier.
No, absolutely. It looks absolutely. I mean, I love it. And I mean, I've got a property. Oh, yeah. One other question I was going to ask. So last time we talked is that it's available to anybody who's got one property to as many properties. Is there any limit to it, or?
No, there's absolutely no limit. So we have everything. We have lots of one property landlords, but we also have an agent who has 750 properties who uses it. So there really is no limit. I guess it's like anything. The bigger your portfolio, the harder it is to manage. So the more you will, the less stress you will feel by using Hammock. But I'm a landlord myself. I only have one property. But even just getting my text message every month letting me know that the rent's been paid is just it's one less thing that I have to worry about. And if my EPC's about to expire, I get a notification telling me I need to renew it. It's those things that mean that I have a busy job. I don't need to be worrying about my property on side. It's really helpful no matter what size your portfolio.
Yeah. Are you finished with the share?
Well, actually, one thing I just might do, I might just jump over to another account just to show you the current account. If you open a current account with us, on the transaction page, you will see your current account and your card account. And here we've obviously connected a NatWest account as well. Just kind of want to show you, if you go into one of your Hammock accounts, you'll see here, it does all the things that you'd expect from any current account. You can make payments, you can add your payees, you can transfer money. You can even email your account number and sort code to your tenants directly to make that easier. And obviously, if you did ever lose your card, you can freeze your card, report it lost or stolen, that kind of thing. Just like
the card, is it a Visa, Master?
It's a MasterCard. It's MasterCard. And you actually get a choice of colors.
Very important colors.
This is the one that I chose, but your users can choose for themselves. But yeah, that's me. I'll stop sharing screen now, and we can actually show our faces again.
Fantastic! Oh my goodness. Okay, I've got a few questions for you.
Sure.
With the Hammock account, does it cost anything to open it with you?
So the current account is included in our monthly subscription. Hammock is a monthly subscription platform. Our pricing is if you have 1 to 3 properties, it's $4.99 a month plus VAT. If you have between 4 and 10 properties, it's $9.99 a month plus VAT. And if you have more than 10 properties, it's basically £1 per property per month plus VAT. Now the current account is free once you have the subscription. So it's whether you decide I want to connect up my existing Barclays or use Hammock or use both, it's all included in the subscription. And it's a monthly rolling. There's no fixed term. It's just you join, you get a 30-day free trial when you join, and you can leave anytime.
Oh, how old is it? How old is the free trial?
30 days.
30 days.
And the reason we did it at 30 days, it just means that you can go in, you can track some payments, and then within that free period, you're going to start getting the text messages letting you know that a rent has been paid, a mortgage has gone out. And that's when you really see the value of Hammock, when you start realizing this system is actually automatically managing my bookkeeping for me.
When somebody signs up, do they need some sort of training, or is it fairly self-explanatory?
It's super easy. I mean, hopefully from that demo, you can kind of see just how easy it is. Having said all of that, we do offer support. We have a live chat in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, so everyone can come through and ask any questions. Anyone who wants to book in for a demo or for a setup, help with setup, we have team that can help with that as well. So it's really up to the user. I'm sure most people will be fine, but sometimes it is nice just to have that one-on-one help, and we're happy to provide that.
That is, I think a lot of people. I mean, okay, I'm going to be talking about internet suppliers here. You've got suppliers who you can talk to straight away. You can just pick up the phone, they'll pick up, and you have a talk, you have a chat, and you resolve the problem within minutes. Or you can be on hold to someone, then you end up talking to a machine, and you know an hour later you still haven't got your solution. So having a really good customer service is, I think, very, very good and very viable kind of selling point really to attract people, I think.
Yeah, it's so important to us. I think if you spoke to any of our users, that the one thing they would tell you is that the customer support at Hammock is amazing. We really care about our users. Without them, we don't even have a business. So
No, I have to say, every time I contacted you, you were guys on an email pretty much straight away, on the same day at the latest. But yeah, you are. Yeah. Okay. Do you guys help with documents like tenant agreements and things like that?
So currently, no. We really try, and what we want to help with is your property finance. So like managing your bookkeeping, collecting your rent, doing your taxes. That is our key focus.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a very good focus. I was just wondering if there is any more to it. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. That sounds actually really, really good. That sounds really good.
If any of your listeners are interested in signing up, it's really easy. All they need to do is just head to our website, which is usehammock.com. From there, just click. There's a button that says "Try for free." You just click there, and you can be signed up within minutes. You just add your properties, connect your bank account, or if you want to open a current account with us, you can connect with us and open a current account. And then off you go.
I'm just looking for your website now, so I can just put it in the comments. There we go. It's live now.
Perfect.
Right, no, that sounds really, really good. So I'm going to put you on the spot now. How many landlords do you think you might have?
I probably can't give that exact number, but let's just say it's more than. Let's say it's around the 1,000 mark.
Oh my goodness!
In terms of properties managed, I think we're closer to 10,000.
Yeah. No, from what I'm seeing, I mean, we used to obviously. Our accountancy practice, we very much talk about QuickBooks, that it's a very happy medium between what accountants use it for and what the actual consumer, the client, uses it for. And we've got loads of landlords on the books using QuickBooks. So I'm not going to tell them drop QuickBooks and go for Hammock, but it's potentially their choice now. Now they know about Hammock because I find it, from the demo you've just shown, from seeing the profit and loss and the other functionalities as to how clear it is to see everything, it might be a very, very good program to actually use for landlords if that's what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key is nobody's denying that QuickBooks and Xero are fantastic accounting platforms, but the fact is they are for general businesses. There is no specialism. Hammock is, it's made by landlords. It's made for landlords. It speaks their language, and I think that's why it's so easy to use, because the terms that you're expecting as a landlord are there. They're just things that you're never going to get in a generic accounting tool.
And I think what's really important as well, because last time we talked, that was what, 3 months ago, something like that. You've made quite a lot of changes since then already, haven't you?
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you keep developing it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we've got an amazing team. We're a small team, but really talented team. And we're very development centric. So we have a lot of developers on our team, and we are building product all the time. It's constantly evolving. So the current account has actually just gone live. It's invite only at the moment. So through the platform, you'll sign up to our open banking platform, and then if you want to open a current account, just let us know, and we'll invite you. But yeah, it's a really, really exciting time.
Amazing. Yeah, because last time we talked, you were only just talking about the current account. You haven't had it in place yet. So yeah, that's how quick you work.
Yeah.
Amazing. No, thank you ever so much. Guys, whoever is watching, whoever is listening to this little video, if you are landlords, I think Hammock is definitely worth giving a go, and definitely contacting James or one of his teams, because I think it's an incredible software when it comes to tracking your properties. Is there anything else, James, that you'd like to add?
No, just to say, if anyone listening is going to sign up, definitely come through on the live chat. Let us know that this is how you found us. It'd be really, really interesting to hear. We always love to know where our users find us. So it'd be really, really good to know. And I'm always available to answer any questions if anybody wants to contact me directly. My email is james@usehammock.com.
I'm just about to put it into the comments.
Feel free to get involved. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Fantastic. Where about are you based?
So we're, as a company, we're based in London. Obviously, in lockdown, we're all working from home, so kind of scattered all over the city.
Okay.
But yeah, it's we're a UK company. Everyone who works for the company is in
The
the
fact it's online, it just doesn't limit you, does it, to just London? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's I think having a digital product means that you can obviously work from anywhere. So working from home isn't such a problem. And actually, the fact that so many landlords are at home now means they've all got time to try out a new system. So it's
exactly.
It's good time to give it a go.
Are there any places that people can actually see you? Do you go to any trading fairs or virtual fairs? I don't really know what's happening at the moment.
I say not much is happening at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, as soon as those events are back up and running, I think you'll see us at all of them. But for now, it's very much events like this, webinars and that kind of thing. But yeah, hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll all be back out and doing those things again.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But to be honest, I think it's going to take a while before we get up there.
Yeah, I've got both crossed.
Oh, bloody COVID. But I think it's good in a way as well, because working from home, I find it so much more relaxing and so much more. I actually get more done just by cutting down on commute.
Yeah, that is very true. There is a few more hours in the day, but I do miss the camaraderie of being around people that you work with.
True.
I'm looking forward to we're at the moment we're all building this company, but we're doing it through through a video screen. It'd be really nice to have somebody next to you to give them a high five as well and stuff.
Because at the moment you just see really shoulders up, don't you?
Yeah,
it's the rest of the body language that you were missing out.
Yeah, it's just it is strange. Like I think you miss the small things of just leaning over someone and asking them a really quick question that they can give you an instant answer to, rather than having to send a message or an email or something.
I know. I've been texting my boss all the time, and it's because we are a team of 7, and it's if all of us text him a message a day, he probably wouldn't do anything else but answering our messages. So it's not as quick, is it?
No, so I'm very much looking forward to getting back into the old normal world, let's say.
Yeah. All right, James, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for coming on live today. What a great 30 minutes to me anyway. I'm going to have a head there, and I think I'm going to sign up. I think £5, it's a pretty much no-brainer. If it saves me hours on doing kind of my year-end account. I'm doing it every month, but if it kind of saves me just click away rather than typing into spreadsheet, which is what I've got at the moment. Yes, being an accountant, I still like my spreadsheets.
I'm an ex-accountant as well, so I'm partial to a spreadsheet, but I can promise you this is better.
Yeah. Okay. All right, James. Thank you ever so much. Have a lovely day. And we'll keep in touch. If there are any questions, anybody asks me, I'll definitely send them your way.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. Take care.
Bye, James. Bye. Right, everyone. That was James from Hammock. I hope you found it beneficial. I found it quite refreshing, actually, having a system that can compete with the usual accounting softwares when it comes to properties. So any letting agencies, any landlords with +1 or 1+ properties. We've got any sort of property portfolio. I've tagged a few people into the comments, so I do apologize if you don't want to be tagged. Let me know, and I'll delete the comment. But I thought you might actually benefit from this. You might already have system in place, or you might just have a spreadsheet. £5, £6 may be too much, but James was right. If it saves you hours and hours on doing your tax returns on property, or that you can just click away and send the details to your accountants to do your tax return, I think it's an incredible time saver. So on that line, you have a lovely, lovely day. It's Wednesday, 25th of November. Yarka from Stepping Stones Accountancy, and I'll see you next week. Next week, we're talking to, let me just find out. We'll be talking to a financial advisor, Jean Hira, and we'll be talking about how you can potentially use your property in order to kind of manage your pensions. So that's going to be interesting. And income protection, I think. But I'll let you know closer to the date when I find out a bit more. Ta-da! Have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.